Welcome to another edition of English Makes No Sense. Thank you for joining me right here on the English Makes No Sense YouTube channel. It is I, SL Rockfish, your happy hostess, and today is the Totally American Day. The what? Yeah, today is another one of those features where we do something that is totally American. Words or phrases that only Americans use for the most part. And today is one of those days. Wow. Check out these totally American glasses. Kind of obnoxious. Americans can be obnoxious. I know we can, but that's okay. We like it. Now, if today is your first day, thank you for coming. Some days we do totally American, at least once a week. Then we do an English lesson about pronunciation or phrases. And then we also do a reading. So like 3 times a week. Come back. You'll find something. And if you don't want to do totally American today, check below. I have other videos. Got it? So if you're a return visitor, and I hope there's many of you, thank you. But today we're going to do the totally American. I'm so glad you came. If you like what you see today, hit subscribe. If you haven't already, look, I even got a red, white, and blue fidget spinner. Ooh, we're kicking it old school. If you want to see shorter versions of me, 60 seconds on TikTok at English Makes No Sense, maybe 80 seconds at English Makes No Sense on Instagram, and then I have a Facebook page. So there's 3 different platforms. So if this isn't your, if this isn't your gig, check out the other 2. But I hope you like it. So come on, let's get started. We're going to do totally American. Woohoo! Now, we're going to start with a quiz. I have props. Check these out. 1, 2. What do you call these? Well, this one's old. Sorry about that. This one's worn and loved. What do you call them? Do you call them trainers? Running shoes? Runners? Tennis shoes? Sneakers? Running shoes? Or gym shoes? What do you call them? Now, if you just think about what you call them. Now, guess what do you think Americans call them? 99.9% of Americans call these shoes, besides old and dirty, besides calling them casual footwear, we call them tennis shoes. If you said tennis shoes, you were correct. This is what we call them in America. The rest of the world, in England, they call them trainers. In Australia, running shoes. In Ireland, they call them runners. Now, in America, what we call runners are people that run things back and forth, say in a restaurant or out at the to and from a store or something, or people who actually go jogging. That ain't me, obviously. So those aren't runners. In the northeastern part of the United States, and it's not everybody, though they think they are sometimes, they call them sneakers. Yeah, sneakers. In the northeastern part of the United States, they call them sneakers. Why sneakers? Because I think you could sneak up on them because they have these soft soles. And you can't be heard. Or we also call them in America gym shoes, sneakers, or tennies. Tennies? Yeah. Not 90s, not 11s. Tennies. Why do we call them tennies? Because we make it short for tennis shoes. Now, if you call them tennies, you are in my age group, over 40 or 50. Most people under the age of 40 do not use the word tennies. Why? Because they're young and they're not as hip as us old folks. But we call them tennis shoes for 99% of the United States. Sometimes we call them gym shoes. Like if you have a gym teacher like, hey, where are your gym shoes? We have gym today. Well, not a lot of us have a gym right now because of COVID. But if you take them into the gymnasium for school, we call them gym shoes. But most everyone calls them tennis shoes. Whoa, glare. There we go. Tennis shoes. Why do we call them tennis shoes? Because apparently a lot of people who played tennis made them popular. That's as near as I can figure. Tennis was super popular in the 70s in the United States. But today, I only know the Williams sisters. But I don't play tennis anymore. Not too many people that I know that wear these play tennis, but we still call them tennis shoes. Sometimes Americans, maybe this is worldwide, I don't get out that often, we call them by their brand name. Like say, hey, ask a kid at school, you got a new pair of Jordans. We all know what Jordans are, right? Or new Nikes, got my new Air Force. I can't touch those, too expensive. I like the new Vans, love Vans, but they're still tennis shoes. Got it? That's it. The rest of the world calls them other things like the British and the Australian and the Irish call them trainers, running shoes, or runners. And we in the United States call them, if you live in the Northeast, where if you live in the Northeast, we call them sneakers. But 99.9% of us call them tennis shoes. Why? Because tennis shoes are totally American. Thanks for watching, friends. Peace.